What is up, goalkeepers? Today we'll be taking a final look at the Bravesports Trident Hydroarmour. On first look, I thought that the gloves were really very cool, with the design being a trident on the backhand, and I felt that it was really very cool and it really turned heads when I took them out of the bag. The next thing that really caught my eye was the blue palm. The 4mm of Aqua contact latex is really up to standard. You can see that the gloves are really very sticky out from the wash, and when you peel off the protective layer, you can really hear the gloves are really sticking to themselves. It shows how sticky the gloves are, and I generally held on to most shots which I did not expect myself to hold on to. However, most of the footage that you see is of me bobbling up my shots, and I have to admit that my catching technique has been really very terrible. Other than that, the gloves do really hold on to many shots, and many shots that I did not expect myself to hold on to. I found myself catching the balls rather than parrying them away. Even when I had to parry the ball away, the contact latex really made the ball kind of spin much lesser, and therefore even though I bobbled the ball will still land at the area closer to where I am, and makes catching and saving the ball much easier for me. Even when I bobble it, I can recollect it at a place that is really close to me. So that's really cool, and the grip is really supreme. The Aqua contact latex needs to be dampened quite a little bit more than your regular kind of latex. This is because it's an aqua kind of latex meant for wet weather conditions. However, you can use them in dry weather conditions just as long as you wet the palm of your gloves sufficiently. Next is about the hybrid cut. I feel that the hybrid cut in these pair of gloves are amazing. This is because the hybrid cut really curves according to how the ball is. The curved surface calls for a hybrid cut, with your ring finger and your middle finger being a flat cut, and your index and your pinky as well as your thumb being a roll finger cut. The wrapped around thumb is also really amazing because it gives you space for error if you catch the ball a little bit weirdly. Now on to the cut of the gloves. The Bravesports Trident Hydroarmour has a little bit of space in the gloves itself, but not too much, so this makes for a really comfortable pair of gloves. Very airy, but at the same time giving you a nice snug fit that you expect of a roll finger cut glove, and yet a little bit of space for air to flow through as you expect from a flat cut glove. So that's really cool engineering design from Bravesports SG. And as usual, the double elastic wristband doesn't fail to disappoint me. These are my favorite kind of wristbands, and it makes for a very comfortable fit around your wrist. So here are the Bravesports Trident Hydroarmour after close to 5 weeks of usage. I've used them more for matches rather than training because I believe that these pair of gloves with contact latex really are meant for match purposes rather than training purposes. I know that stereotypically you might think that contact latex has poor durability because of how grippy and sticky they are. However, the Bravesports Trident Hydroarmour has outdone itself. I can see that the gloves held on really well, even though I did palm the ground a few times because I'm trying to get up as fast as I can during a match. However, there is no chipping of the latex anywhere at all. I only can see a little bit of chipping at my middle finger because I tipped a ball over the bar, and that's all there is. Other than that, there's just a bit of black scarf marks around my pinky finger and my index finger on my right hand. You can see accumulation of a little bit of dirt around the palms, but because it's a dark blue palm, you can't really see the dirt that clearly. However, you should always give contact latex a good wash after about 1 or 2 weeks of usage in order to maintain how grippy and sticky they are. The backhand is also amazingly durable. Even though I did use my fist to get off the ground a few times, I do not see any discoloration or chipping of the backhand, so this makes for a really great durable pair of gloves. The only negative thing that I have to say about these gloves are that there's no punching zone at the backhand, and that's a really very small thing because for a contact latex match level glove, I feel that these gloves have already outdone themselves even without a punch area. And for a really affordable price of just 70 Singapore dollars or 35 British pounds, I feel that these gloves are an amazing pair of match level gloves. If you have never used contact latex before, I highly recommend these gloves to you for match purposes. The Bravesports Trident Hydroarmour have been an amazing pair of gloves. I even had a man of the match performance with these pair of gloves on if you look at my previous videos. If you're interested in getting yourself a pair, just look at the description below and you'll see how to get yourself a pair of these amazing gloves. Hey goalkeepers, thank you so much for watching my review of the Bravesports Trident Hydroarmour. If you liked it, do remember to like, subscribe and share this video with your friends as well. If you love these gloves as much as I do remember to get yourself a pair, and the information is in the description below. See you again next time, goalkeepers.